Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome to our Facebook viewers and singers. Welcome to everybody here in the room. Hello, hello. It is the special seasonal singing week, and we are very excited to have the Amidons with us. But before we talk about them, talk with them, and hear us sing with them, I just want to welcome everyone to another day of the Daily Antidote of Song, sponsored by the Carpe Diem Arts. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Anna, for being our tech. Thank you, Joe Rossi, for always being with us. And hello to Mabel and Bob in Massachusetts. Hello, Becky in BC, and Brian and Annette and Arlene in Berkeley. Deborah in Kentucky, so good to see you. Hello, Deli and Al with your guitar. I wonder what key you're playing in today. Hello, 69653. And hello to Lisa in Clarksville. Hello, Aloysius in Massachusetts. Hello, Don and the curly tops in Vergennes. Hello, Susan G. and Amanda and Miles. Hello, Trish and Kathleen in Albuquerque. Hello, Susan in Seattle. Jamie in Victoria. And Storm with your beautiful hat and Christmas tree already lit up. Hello, Ruth in Birmingham. And Dane and Luda, where am I? Luda and Mark in Victoria. Sarah in Texas, Caroline in DC. Hello, Christiana and Bob in Maryland. Hello, Foxy Carolyn with your fox and Santa hat. Hello, Ralph and Penny in Victoria. Hello, Barb in Berea. Bonnie and Cliff and Lynn in Vermont. Hello, Hindi. Hello, Curly Top, there you are. That's what they used to call me when I was about your age. There's Nancy with her Irish cow. Hello, Kathy and Carol in Connecticut. Hello, Karen and Loriana Kachina and Courtney in Vermont. Hello, Gary and Bob and Lisa and Shari in New Hampshire. LMG and oh, they're scooting around. And Tukey, where did you go? Hello, Harriet and Lily. Let me see, where am I now? Hello, Harriet, Lily, and Marion, and Busy just coming in from Carpe Diem Arts. Hello, Amos and Marion. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If I didn't get you today, right now I'll get you as we go out. Right now, welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. Woo-hoo-hoo! I'm so happy to be here with you all today. My name is Elise Witt, coming to you from Pine Lake, Georgia. It's been a little while since I've seen all of you, and I'm so happy to be here with you. And I'm so happy to be here today with Peter and Mary Alice Amidon in Brattleboro, Vermont. My cousins actually live in Jamaica, Vermont, just down the road from you. And we used to spend what I thought of as the whole summer there, which was probably 1 week. But Brattleboro has a very dear spot in my heart. And I wanted to say how we actually met because when I was touring in Vermont with the small family orchestra, we played at your school. And we
Oh,
played a lot of music from other parts of the world in many languages. And a year later, we came back to your school, and you said, we enjoyed your global music so much that we want to teach you a song. And you taught me the Good Night song by Joanne Hamill.
Oh my
And
gosh,
that,
that's
nice.
amazing.
and that started a lifelong friendship for me with Joanne Hamill. So
Oh,
Oh,
I have
good.
wonderful.
I have much to thank you for, and I'm so
Great.
happy to be in the room with you today. So welcome,
Likewise.
and let us know what you're singing, and then we'll talk a little bit afterwards.
Great.
We're going to sing the Solstice Song by
Alouette
Alouette
Iselin
Iselin, our
Little
good friend
mind
Alouette
break.
Iselin,
In New Hampshire.
she lives just across the border from us, and when we had back before the pandemic, when we had a monthly pub sing, she would always show up and sing some beautiful song or another. And she wrote this a long time ago,
Mm.
and we've been singing it ever since. And I think I'm just going to go. Let's just sing the chorus once, and then we'll teach it.
Let me come in and share your light, for I'm without a friend tonight. Let me come in and share your light, and a warm
Place by your fire, your turn.
and a warm place by your fire.
Let me come in and share your light. Here we go. Let me come in and share your light, and a warm place by your fire. For I'm without a friend tonight. Here we go. For I'm without a friend tonight. Let me come in and share your light, and a warm place by your fire. And the first line is just, let me come in and share your light, for I'm without a friend tonight, so let me come in. Everybody. Let me come in and share your light, for I'm without a friend tonight. Let me come in and share your light, and a warm place by your fire. Beautiful. It looks so cold and warm within, sheltered from the winter wind. Songs and laughter, friends and kin have brought me to your door. Let me come in. Let me come in and share your light, for I'm without a friend tonight. Let me come in and share your light, and a warm place by your fire. Open your door, for here I stand. My only gift is my empty hands, an empty heart, and broken plans. This dark day of the year, let me come in and share your light, for I'm without a friend tonight. Let me come in and share your light, and a warm place by your fire. I am without a home today, and soon I will be on my way. I only ask you to let me stay for an hour by your fire. Let me come in and share your light, for I'm without a friend tonight. Let me come in and share your light, and a warm place by your fire. Everybody in harmony. Let me come in and share your light, for I'm without a friend tonight. Let me come in and share your light, and a warm place by your fire.
Yay.
The Solstice Song
Thank
by
you,
Alouette
Alouette.
Iselin. Great song
So
by a wonderful
beautiful.
person. Thank you.
Thank you. I have not heard that song before, and it's definitely one that you can just start singing right away with. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful,
It's a
and
gem.
and your harmonies are so beautiful. I
Thank
Thank
noticed
you.
you.
something very interesting though. In the lyrics that you put in the chat, you said, "Let me come in and share your light, for I'm without a home tonight." But you were singing "Friend," and
Oh,
we
right.
had a big discussion about this the last time that I shared a song in here, talking about how we all do have a home, and describing someone as homeless doesn't really make sense. It's more that we're without shelter. So I loved that you changed that to without a friend tonight.
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah.
I always do that when I write words down, but I think that's I'm so glad you picked up on that. I think I'm without a friend tonight is
the original.
there's a what's this poem? There's a poem by Louise Gluck, and it has a line says, "It is terrible to be alone. I don't mean to live alone. I mean to be alone where no one hears you." Is a line from that, and I think that's a
Uh,
really great. As you're saying, it's more just connections with other people that's
mhm.
important, and
We
that's
had
what
a
makes home.
beautiful, yeah, we had a beautiful discussion about that the last time that I was here. I was wondering, Peter and Mary Alice, how things are going in Vermont as far as singing. It sounds like you've been doing some live and in-person sings in so many different ways. Can you tell us a little bit about what you've been doing?
Well, I'd love to tell you about last night, which was somewhat magical, but all through COVID, we've had little singing parties about once or twice a month with about 8 people or 10 people outside spread out. And last night was the full moon, I believe, and we were outside with three sort of fire pits going, and looking over the moon was coming down over through the trees and over the river and made the Connecticut River as the West River we were looking at with the glittering light of the moon there, and we just sat there for hours sharing all, and we had two people out of four of Noel Sing Me Clear in our
Yeah, and
party.
Andy Davis was
Yes.
there, and Robin, and Fred Brinnick was
So
there.
you can
Yeah.
imagine the repertoire was pretty spectacularly wonderful, and it just felt victorious to be able to be together like that.
And it was the kind of thing where people were often saying, instead of someone, people would start songs, but people were saying, Andy said, "Mary Alice, why don't you sing this song?" And I said, "Andy, why don't you sing that song?" And it was that kind of a feeling of real love and generosity in the group. It was just kind of amazing.
Very
So
special.
the other singing we've been doing, Elise, is we didn't sing together for a long time during the hardcore part of the pandemic, and then now we're singing in church, masked, separated with a small choir, and we have a lot of other ways of being really careful about it. We're actually, Mary Alice and I are in a choir called the Brattleboro Camerata that sings Renaissance music like Josquin des Prez and Palestrina, and we sing masked
Beautiful.
and spread out, and everybody's test. It's just if I think if you just follow, there's a lot of protocols, and I've really studied this in order to keep our church safe. You can just do tick off the protocols, and you actually can sing together safely. And really, the best thing is singing outside. And I've learned that, hey, I don't care how cold it is, I'll always sing outside with other people.
And we've also been outside with brass band instruments on the main street twice this fall, this Christmas season, where one was the town tree lighting, and our grandson, that some of you have seen on here, Desi, who's 6, played the bass drum for an hour, rock
It's
solid,
really
kept the
good.
beat. But we
Wow.
had really quite a great band and sang Christmas carols with anybody who was there.
And one last thing I'll say, we're in a hospice singing group, and we also didn't sing for people for a long time, but now we will gather and we'll stand outside somebody's window, and they'll open the window, and we'll just sing outside on the porch or in the driveway, and they'll either come to the wheelchair, come out to the porch if they can, or they'll be in their bed and we'll just sing through the window. So we've been just adapting, but I feel like I'm just very grateful that we can sing now. Really grateful.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's wonderful to be together here from so many different places in our little rectangles, but it's so amazing to actually be able to sing. I had a live sing on Thursday and last Saturday as well, in
Nice.
a little church here, a little stone church, a little bit like the stone church in Brattleboro, which I played at a few years ago. So
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
yeah, but yeah, I had about I guess about 14 people, and we were spread out, and we had air filters, but we sang up a storm. People were so happy just to be together and to feel the vibration, of the sound in our bodies with each other, and how the harmonies come together,
Right.
all the
Yeah.
different voices. So Yeah, I'm so thrilled that you are starting to be able to sing, and that you've been singing outdoors in Brattleboro with snow. I hear you have snow coming
Yeah,
today.
it's
Yeah, we have
coming
snow,
right
our
now.
first big snowstorm
But
today.
actually, 2 nights ago, we went to the Stone Church to see the Sweetback Sisters have just 3 shows this fall, this time around.
Wow.
And they had a kids show in the afternoon, and the Stone Church provided rapid tests for all the
All the
kids that
time.
weren't vaccinated, which now our
Wow.
son, grandson Desi has had 2 shots. But it was just a glorious, and there will be a link to that concert a couple days before Christmas. You'll be able to watch it. But
Have any of you in the out in our little family here seen the Sweetback Sisters Christmas show?
spectacular.
Yeah, it's
Christmas sing-along
it's
spectacular.
indescribable. It's
Yeah, with
indescribable.
Emily Miller
Yeah.
and amazing.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Um, let's see. Is there anything else you would like to tell us about that you have coming up? Anything we should know about?
Well, we're going to do a live, hopefully, a live New Year's Eve concert at the Brattleboro Music Center with a limited number of audience members. We're going to do a show at 5 o'clock and at 7 o'clock, so more people can come, and everybody will be masked. But that's our yeah. But that's we've done that every year for almost 20 years now with Keith Murphy and Becky Tracy and our son Stefan and Zara. Sam can't join us this year; he lives in London. But so that's our main. That's the next thing, big thing we have coming up.
Beautiful. I believe we'll get the Daily Antidote bus to come up there.
Yes, yeah. Well,
We have
Please
to
look,
do.
yeah, we'll
We've
save you
been
a parking.
talking a lot about. I'm not. Is it a bus? Well, yeah, it'll probably be the bus because the boat won't really make it to Brattleboro. Although
Oh.
we
No,
come up the
yeah, bring the
Connecticut
bus.
River.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
we'll do a little research into that.
okay.
I think we have a travel expert here in the room. I can't remember who was taking charge of that, but we will definitely try to make it. So before we sing with you one more time, I just wanted to encourage everybody today at 2 o'clock in this same Zoom room. We are having the Daily Antidote cocktail party. Now, 2 o'clock seems a little early to me to be drinking cocktails, but that is just what I was told that is happening. So, if you're drinking cocktails or tea or chocolate, hot chocolate, whatever, bring your beverages and come at 2 o'clock to this same room. And also, Joe and Anna were telling me about the fantastic, what is it called? The fundraiser that for the Daily Antidote, and there are some amazing gifts that have been offered. I think David Roth will write a personalized song for you. You can go to a wine party with Issei Barnwell. You can, let's see, go to a cocktail party with Kathy Bullock, Arne Batson, and Joe Rossi. That sounds really fun.
Wow.
There's also Andy Davis's songbook and a 1 hour sing along. Emma's Revolution. Anna, do you remember what that was? Sounded really cool.
Yeah, there's a soup and spirits party. So bring your own soup and spirits, but hang out and just geek out about it.
That
It
sounds
just sounds
awesome.
awesome. Yeah, there's music lessons. The list is just consistently changing and growing and getting more and more exciting. So
Perfect.
we're all excited.
I'm offering a songbook and this cool little thing that is it's a USB that if you go clickety click like that, you can stick it in your USB drive and it has the songbook on it, but it also has all the MP3 um, music on it as well. I got that idea from Sally Rogers when she was putting together all of her old albums and decided to put them on a little USB drive. So that's from me, and I hope somebody will want that and all of these amazing gifts. So unless anyone else has anything we need to, Anna, is there anything else?
Well, I just wanted to say hi to all of the people that are here, especially people that might not have come before. We are so happy you're here. Come back every day. We're here at noon on Facebook and right here. And come to our cocktail party. It doesn't matter if you haven't been before. We want to hang out with you. Yay.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yes, there are many familiar faces here today and also many new ones. So welcome to everyone. Um, Peter and Mary Alice, do you want to sing the Solstice Song again, or would you like to do a new song?
Well, we have another one.
We have another one. I think you did
Perfect.
put the lyrics in. It's called "Shout for Joy." We learned this from, we were having dinner with a friend's house who are and it was a cassette tape. That's how long ago this was. They had a cassette tape on of Christmas, and all of a sudden we heard our friend
Lisa Neustadt.
Lisa Neustadt's voice, the late Lisa Neustadt,
From
a great gospel
Mass.
singer from the Boston area who we really loved. I said, "Oh my God, that's Lisa!" And she was singing this song, and it's a gospel, traditional African American spiritual called "Shout for Joy." And why don't you start singing it, and we'll figure out what key we're in, Mary Alice.
Mary had a baby,
Shout for joy.
Mary had a
You do.
baby,
Shout for joy.
Mary had a baby,
Shout for joy.
Oh, Mary had a baby,
Shout for joy. He was the Prince of Peace. Try that.
He was the Prince of Peace.
Actually, you sing the. I'll
and
sing
then
the
I'll
echo.
lead it. He was a mighty
And then,
counselor.
He was the mighty counselor. So let's try that. She sings the opening and we echo, and that's actually part of the song.
He was the Prince of Peace.
He was the Prince of Peace.
He was a mighty counselor.
He was the mighty counselor, King of Kings on Christmas in the morning. We do that all at the same time, and I'll sing it again. King of Kings on Christmas in the morning. Give that a try. King of Kings on Christmas in the morning.
And
Oh,
then together,
Lord,
Lord, shout for joy.
Everybody.
Oh, Lord, shout for joy.
So that's the idea. You just, if you sing something else, that's always good too, as you know, in these
Yeah, rock
spirituals.
out.
So have a good time. Mary had a baby, traditional African American Christmas spiritual.
Mary had a baby,
Shout for joy.
Oh, Mary had a baby,
Shout
shout
for
for
joy.
joy. She laid him in a manger,
Shout
shout
for
for
joy.
joy. She laid him in the stable,
Shout
shout
for
for
joy.
joy. Oh, Mary had a baby,
Shout
shout
for
for
joy.
joy. Mary had a baby,
Shout
shout
for
for
joy.
joy. And there were angels watching over him,
Shout
shout
for
for
joy.
joy. And they named him King Jesus.
Shout for joy.
He was the Prince of Peace.
He was the Prince of Peace.
He was a mighty counselor.
He was the mighty counselor, King of Kings on Christmas in the morning.
Oh, Lord, shout for joy.
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 Well, Herod heard the news.
Shout for joy.
Yes, Herod heard the news.
Shout for joy.
So they sent the soldiers after him.
Shout for joy.
But the soldiers couldn't find them.
Shout for joy.
No, the soldiers couldn't find them.
Shout for joy.
'Cause they ran away to Egypt.
Shout for joy.
Prince of Peace.
He was the Prince of Peace. He was the mighty He was the mighty counselor, King of Kings on Christmas in the morning. Oh Lord, shout for joy. Oh Lord, shout for joy. Oh Lord, shout for joy. Oh Lord, shout for joy.
Now Mary rode a donkey.
Shout for joy.
And Joseph walked beside her.
Shout for joy.
And there were angels watching over him. Shout for joy. And they named him King Jesus.
Shout for joy.
Oh, Mary had a baby. Shout for joy. Mary had a baby. Shout for
joy.
And there were angels watching over him. Shout for joy. And they named watching over him. Shout for joy.
He was the Prince of Peace. He was the Prince of Peace. He was the mighty counselor, King of Kings on Christmas in the morning. Oh Lord, shout for joy. Oh Lord, shout for joy. Oh Lord, shout for joy. Oh Lord, shout for joy.
Sing it.
Oh Lord, shout for joy. Oh Lord, shout for joy. Oh Lord, shout for joy. Oh Lord, shout for joy.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for sending us out shouting for joy.
Shout for joy.
We're all going to be shouting for joy all day long. Thank you, Peter and Mary Alice Amidon, for getting us all in the mood, in the spirit today. We're going to go out singing today. Thanks to everyone on every Let's Wave to Facebook Live.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Facebook Live.
Bye-bye.
Everyone have a beautiful day. Bye.